Hey, it's Johnny B here with the RC Cave. Welcome back to the channel. I know we haven't done a video in a bit. We're going to kick one off today. We're going to do a steering upgrade to the TRX4 High Trail Chevy Cheyenne. We're going to change out the steering servo. We're going to get rid of the TRX4 servo because it's a little slow, not very strong. And we're going to replace it with the EcoPower WP110T waterproof, steel geared steering servo. Hopefully it's going to handle a lot better and be able to turn with the weight of the truck a lot better. Well, let's get to it. Like I said, we're going to change out the steering servo in this TRX4 High Trail edition. We're going to get rid of this slow, very weak Traxxas stock servo. I don't know about any of you guys, but put big tires on them, start adding weight to them, they don't like to turn very well. First thing you're going to start with is taking this battery tray, front battery tray out. It's just 4 bolts, screws. Now this truck is no shelf queen. It gets used on a regular basis. So we got dirt, rust, who knows what else is all over it. So anyway, you're going to take that shorty front mounted battery tray out. Then you're going to take off the track bar in the front. May have to take the tires off. Not 100% sure. If they're in the way, they gotta go. It's actually a pretty simple procedure. Like I said, we're changing it out with the EcoPower. Nice little setup. We got this from our local hobby shop over at Hack Fab in Sherburne, New York. Great pricing, good people. Get your parts. New steering servo comes with a new aluminum steering arm. Listen to that. It even sounds tough. Anyway, let's get back to getting this out of here. So you get the servo unbolted, then you gotta open up the receiver box. You gotta unplug all the goodies in there. Well, at least the steering servo. Just got to be careful when you're taking that receiver box cover off that you don't misplace or knock the gasket loose on it. That one little blue gasket's the only thing keeping the water and the wet out. Alright, so pretty simple, tracing the wire. It drops down through the bottom. Locate the wires as they go through this wire mess. Optical illusion because they're all the same color. Really not too hard if you got a little bit of patience. Like I said, it just drops right out through the bottom. Slide it right out. Reverse the whole procedure to put the new one in. It's always a good thing to, before you go installing the servo, to power it on and make sure that it's centered before you go mounting it. Pretty easy. Hook it up to the receiver, grab your radio, dial it into 0. Take your servo horn off, then reinstall the new one. We're probably going to reuse the stock tracks this one. We're going to save this one for an extra. No big deal. They're both metal. Both do the job. Like I said, there's no physical problems with this steering servo. We're just changing it out because it's a little slow and it's a little weak. Make sure you try to get it as close as you can on the splines. Sometimes you won't get it exactly perfect, but that's what your steering trim's for. Remember to use your Loctite. A little dab will do ya. Put it on the threads just like that. Makes for a bad day when your steering arm falls off. Snug her down. Like I said, repeat the same thing you did to take it back out. Probably the hardest part is just getting the wires back in where they came from. Making sure that when you put the covers back on that everything's sealed in between the foam. Like I said, the truck is water resistant. They say waterproof. I don't trust it. I mean, you can splash through a puddle. Get it a little bit wet. Probably won't do any damage. But I personally like to take things apart, plastic dip everything, put them back together. But this truck doesn't see a lot of mud bogging or anything, so we really don't have to worry too much. A little bit of mud, a little bit of water ain't gonna hurt it, but it's not like the overkill truck where we just send it. Remember, like I said, to make sure that this blue rubber seal is in place when you put this cover back on. It's the only thing protecting it. Probably going to be shooting off another video here soon. We got the new axial base camp, the SCX-10-3. We're going to do an unboxing review. Check that bad boy out. It'll be in the next video, so stay tuned. And I'll just flip her back over, and like I said, it's the exact opposite of taking the old one out. It's easy if you don't have sausage fingers. Must be my new bits. They're not 100% magnetic. Well, servo's all back in. We just got to put these battery tray plate back in. Like I said, there was nothing really wrong with the servo. Just upgrading for a little bit better performance. Like I said, always remember to use your Loctite, because you want to Loctite anything that's being threaded into aluminum or steel. Can't stress it enough. It makes a bad day when nuts and bolts fall apart. So, get the servo all back in. Plug some juice back into it. Make sure our steering trim looks good. A little faster. It's got more power. So it's 175 ounces of torque at 4.8 volts. Or at 6.0 volts, it's 280 ounces. So, a big difference from the stock. Hopefully it performs a lot better. You shouldn't have any problems. I've used these servos quite a few times now. The Overkill trucks had the same EcoPower servo in it. And it's been submerged, it's been bashed, it's been mudded. And she's still taking a licking and keeping on ticking. So there you have it, guys. Quick and easy servo swap on the TRX4 Chevy Cheyenne High Trail Edition. It's all back together. Gonna put smiles back on the face. So like I said, guys, truck's all done, servo's all in. If you like what we're doing here, showing you guys little tidbit videos with upgrades, different things that we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give us a like, keep checking out the videos. Like I said, I'm Johnny B. This is the RC Cave. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.